60 cannabinoids that are buried in that chromatogram there, attenuated out. No, sorry, if that was a sample, there would be a whole bunch of other cannabinoids in there. We could go in and identify every cannabinoid that's in the mix. Plus the terpenes. You can't see terpenes with the UV detector, but you can with the mass spectrometer. The point I'm making is that high-tech herbal is what we're into. We're using high-tech instruments to take apart ancient herbal remedies to explain how they work therapeutically. Next slide. What am I doing for time?
I think you got like 12 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes.
Now, firstly, my grandfather was a Scot. I'm not making fun of Scots or what I'm about to say or being discriminatory in any way. It's a repeated phenomenon seen over and over again that the British Celts, the Scots, the Irish, and the Welsh are more tolerant to cannabis than Middle Europeans, Asians, North Africans. Some of you are nodding your heads. Do you see the same thing around you, that your Celtic friends are more tolerant, or you're more tolerant? Is that right here? It's something that I believe that medical doctors have to know about recommending cannabis to individuals. One of the first questions to ask is, what's your genealogy? And to shake the family tree hard enough, a Scot often comes falling out.
Anglo-Saxon really know.
They make for what we call the expensive dates. They require more. I've written 2 papers that have been published in the last year, peer-reviewed in medical journals. Both individuals, both case studies, one individual, one study, one medicine. Both required roughly 500 milligrams of THC a day. That's the molecule. We're talking the THC molecule they're taking. That was calculated by the standardized products that they ingested. Yeah.
In what, I guess, basic sense, 500 milligrams to like, compared to like a joint, I guess, what would be the sort of scale out, I guess, would be the equivalency?
Half a gram.
Half gram, oh, okay.
I think you mean how much THC
how
would
much
it take to
concentration
get a half a
THC
gram?
in.
Oh, okay, if you have
How
a,
much would you have to smoke to get that?
Yeah, how much?
you'd have to,
I guess, yeah, that's more what I'm saying, thank you.
okay,
Right.
occasionally cannabis in BC will go to 20% THC. If you roll a half a gram joint with at 20% THC, you'll be getting 100 milligrams of THC in that half gram joint, or 200 milligrams in the whole joint. If you smoke it, you'll get roughly 20% of that THC. The rest has gone to atmosphere, left behind, or pyrolyzed.
Oh.
So I've actually just written a paper, destroyed, burned up, vaporized, no good.
All right, pyro, I get it.
Is there any way to use that more economically?
Vaporizer.
Yes.
Yeah, eat it. Eat it, yeah.
After you cook it.
Yeah, you have to heat it up and then eat it. That's the most efficient way of consuming cannabis.
But vaporizers are also
Yeah, you have to watch your settings on the vaporizer. Maybe I could hold the questions till the end, because I want to get through and we're running out of time, if you don't mind.
Sorry.
And also, people managing chronic pain are using other natural supplements that they find very beneficial, things like D-L-phenylalanine, tyrosine, GABA. These are all natural products available in health food stores, and people in chronic pain find relief with those using in combination with cannabis. But cannabis is one avenue. There are other natural things that help with chronic pain. Next slide. Now, I'll harp a little bit about standardization, which is determining what we're just talking about, the concentration of THC and the other cannabinoids once we can measure CBD and CBN in the cannabis that's supplied to people as medicine. It's important to know dosage for people in chronic pain to work out a daily regimen. If you don't have dosage, you can do it with strain and a particular standardized grow if possible. If you have your own grow or somebody growing for you, a medicinal grow, you want to standardize that grow as much as possible, meaning same conditions time and time again, same fertilizer, same lighting conditions. Try to get the same product, then you can work out a regimen of use. Also, you can avoid overdose. At the club, we call it going through the pinhole. Most often happens on an unstandardized brandy to a Middle European or someone of Asian descent who doesn't know how much THC they're taking, and they're off beyond madness, beyond law, off into deep outer space, the pinhole, which can bring on tremendous fear, paranoia. I got to get out of here. It's not a pleasant experience, and not one that people want to repeat once they've overdosed on cannabis. Next slide.
Well, it's fun to do to your little brother.
Time and time again, we see people beginning, once again, chronic pain sufferers, addicted to opiate meds, coming in using cannabis therapeutically, and the opiate meds are set aside. I can guarantee a 50% reduction in opiate consumption in a month. The first 50%, the second 50% is the hard part. We do have a lot of success people coming off methadone. Methadone is not a pleasant drug to be on. It is being prescribed for pain relief. I have no idea why, but it is being probably 100,000 prescriptions written today for methadone for pain in North America. And it's very difficult to come off. It's highly addictive, it's an opiate, and it's a lot of people who are on it want to come off, and when they begin using cannabis, they have some sort of chance of doing that. We just had a girl come off in 5 months from a 75 ml a day habit. If you know what methadone is, you know it's measured out in milliliters. That's a fairly good dose, and she was able to come off, and came off using oral preps of cannabis, and made a trip to China that she wanted to come off for to see her mother, and was able to go without her methadone. And she's not back on as far as I know. We have a methadone study underway. It's a small group study. We've got people who are on methadone, and we're tracking them over time, their cannabis use and pain levels. We're measuring a whole bunch of parameters to determine their success in coming off methadone using cannabis. That's